Jermaine, and this is Voices, episode 2. And there's nothing behind me. Why is that? How about we put something behind me? Oh no! Okay, good. Whew! That was close. So last time we had some tech problems here, and we hope to not have those tech problems today. So, like I said before, my name's Jermaine Trice, and this is Voices, episode dos. For those who are, uninformed, that means episode 2. Anyways, so, today we're going to have lots of fun people on. Cool people that will make you happy. Who are some of those people? We'll have people that you can't see. Heather. We're going to have Chris. We're going to have James, Eileen, Drew, and Dewana starring on our show today. That's going to be so awesome, isn't it? Don't you agree? I agree. So, without further ado, because we got a lot of stuff today, I'm going to welcome to you my friend, I think, and yours eventually, Heather and her cat. Hi, Heather. Oops.
Hi.
Hey, look, I'm Heather.
Hi. Yes, of course we're friends. We met a long time ago on the last episode of Voices, which was the first episode of Voices. I am Heather Schwartz. I come from upstate New York. I perform with the Mopco Improv Theater, and I came over to the first episode of Voices to do a little performance last time. And now I'm here to welcome you, just like Jermaine did, to the show. And it's going to be really fun. I have some more friends with me. I have my cat, of course, goes everywhere with me. And I found a few other friends today. Hi, I'm Fred.
Woof, woof.
Oh, what's happening? There's going to be a show here. A show? That sounds like a nice way to celebrate right now in, bunny time and all. Bunny time? What do you mean? Well, Easter's coming up. Oh, that's right, Easter. Hey, who's that? Oh, I'm a bunny. I'm a bunny too. Well, which one of us is the Easter bunny? Well, we can both be the Easter bunny in this world. I decree it so. Now, to get the show started, I would like to introduce our first performer. No, I would like to introduce our first performer, actually. We have a masterful rapper coming up. His name is CMC, and I'm very excited to see what he's got for us.
So my goal right now is to release at least 1 minute long rap every single day, at least one. Follow CMC at facebook.com/CEMCEE. Yo, man, looks like it's gonna be another lovely night. I grab my only mic and thanks Alexa for my only like. If I go and got a minute, I'm gonna be got a minute. Right to Eminem, Haagen-Dazs, and my Haagen-Dazs. I'm like a python with a mic on, an icon, a bite on. These dorks stretchy like jean shorts and blue one rockin' Instagram. While you say it, it's the man, get my wrist to crack like I'm an aristocrat. I'm a combination of domination and improvisation. You wanna ask it all, then play some basketball or go attacking newbies, packing movies like in cooties. This rap game has my whole weight, it's my soulmate. Shit makes me lose sleep. I'm riding on the loose sleep, even if it's 8 p.m. or I'm by the ATM. I'm drastic, I'm slapstick, I'm plasmachastic. Got my brain damaged, but with rap the pain's managed.
Wow, that is impressive. I think
That was
rapping
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. Very professional.
Very. It was like, and I
Sounded
liked
good.
his. I'm not sure if it was like a Ninja Turtle shirt he had on or not, but it was like rapping Donatello or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I
I was
think.
dancing with
Yeah, I think I was a Ninja Turtle in a form of life, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, totally, totally. But I didn't do. I wasn't like a ninja. I did like more jujitsu. So, and I was a squirrel. So I was like a jujitsu squirrel.
A jujitsu squirrel.
Yeah, yeah.
I, that is that sounds cool.
Well, yeah. Some things are cool. Some things are not. Um, but that's life.
Yeah, yeah. Can the jujitsu squirrel rap like that?
Yeah. It's like, yo, jujitsu, come and get some, cause I'ma come and get you. Yeah. Something like that.
Oh,
That was my jujitsu rap.
yes, very good.
Totally. I bet you didn't think squirrels could talk, did you?
Oh, of course I did. These guys all talk.
Oh, yeah,
I got more.
totally.
They all talk. Everything talks.
Awesome.
When you
So,
leave the room, all your stuff is talking about you.
so who's
Cool.
coming up next, Eileen? I mean,
Well,
not Eileen.
that's Eileen. But I'm not Eileen.
I know.
Eileen Haley is coming up next.
Awesome.
And we are excited to see what she has to bring to the show.
Hi. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. I'm Debbie Death. Hashtag winning. Yeah. I am the latest reincarnation of death. I mean, I know you might be thinking of like, couldn't she have appeared as the Grim Reaper or Kali, the Hindu destroyer, or maybe even Azrael, the angel of death. Now I want to be your bridesmaid of death. And just to show you, I even purchased this beautiful Bill Blass bridesmaid outfit at my neighboring opportunity shop. Okay, let's get ready here. I'll have a little sip of kombucha to wet my whistle. Mm-mm. Ah, that is delicious. Anyway, I am going to bring you the latest news in death because it's already in the news already. I'm not even going to talk about, you know what, coronavirus. No, I'm not going to talk about that because I know you've heard enough, right? Our swarmy vice president and that gang up there on the podium feeding us all of that information. That's enough, right? I do like Dr. Fauci though. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of death in the offing. I've clipped a few newspaper articles. This one from the Washington Post. John Kelly tells us that people are actually using other words for death. They don't like the other word died. So they say things like, let me read you a few. People are passing away quietly. They passed away gently. They're going into the loving arms of a heavenly Father. Or they're even saying geographical things like they passed from this earthly realm and passed on to paradise. Oh, that sounds so nice, doesn't it? And then some people just slip. They slip into eternal rest. I think they have the most fun. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of interactive work together. I always like to bring my audience in because I'll be meeting you all soon with this climate going on. But You may know that they found this 3,000-year-old Egyptian mummy. And some scientists, they're so smart, they got this bright idea. Why don't we resynthesize his voice? So they did that. They resynthesized his voice. Yep, this 3,000-year-old mummy, dead Egyptian priest, no less, a priest. I didn't know they had clergy in ancient Egypt. Anyway, they were able to create a single burst of sound, a vowel-like bleat, B-L-E-A-T, like bah, like sheeps do, I guess, between an E as in bed and an A as in bad. So we're going to do this all together. E as in bed, and A as in bad, A, 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, we're going to do it together, okay, folks? 1, 2, 3. E, Doesn't that just feel so cathartic? I feel like a 3,000-year-old mummy. Last but not least, and I don't mean to bring you down, but there is new evidence that cats eat corpses. And you know what? With all of you out there having these little feline friends, I'm really worried. I'm going to take off my glasses for this one for a second because maybe have a sip of kombucha. I need something to steal me on this one because you're not going to like what I have to say. I've been seeing all your cats on Instagram and Facebook. It says here that interesting that domestic cats are known as predators and not scavengers, but these cats have started to eat bodies that were in the early stages of decomposition. Can we all say that together? Decomposition. Yes, that was so well said. But they stopped eating the corpses at the end of the primary decomposition. So as soon as the moist decomposition started, the cats said, we don't want any more of this because it was a lot of fluids leaking. And it doesn't sound so good, right? They're finicky, right? Okay, this is why I'm bringing your attention to it, because none of this means that Kitty is actually considering which parts of you might be the tastiest. No, but it seems that it happens most often to pet owners who have medical conditions or their death is sudden and they are socially isolated. Can we say that together? Socially isolated. I know that I just need to sniff this just to give me a little bit of strength. I know that a lot of us are socially isolated, so it means that the bodies are less likely to be found quickly, researchers have said. So I just want to let you know that. I'm not trying to judge you or anything like that, but you might want to let those little catties loose. Scat, scat, scat. Again, this is Debbie Death. #winning, because I am winning these days. Wishing you a very happy March, April, May. We really don't know how far that curve is going to go up. And
Hey,
Look who's behind me.
look who's in front of you.
Scared of that one, though. After that.
Yeah, so not much to say after that, eh?
I did all the things she had us doing.
So
Yeah.
So the question I have for you, Heather, is how did your cat react to that?
My cat seemed very relaxed, um, very sleepy, deceptively um, calm. Yeah,
Okay.
deceptively, perhaps.
Deceptively
Or
calm.
maybe it's real.
I think your cat was like, you know what? She can't be planning my demise. I'm going to be planning her demise.
Something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So, who do we have next, Heather?
Up next, we have James Zipadelli.
Yay!
Hi, everybody. This is James Zipadelli. This song is called Apart Yet Together. This is the rap version, and I'm going to use my fingers as an accompaniment. One, two, three, four. What is this COVID-19 sweeping this country otherwise serene? Insidious virus won't make us unseen. Being with you would be a dream. I hope you'll be mine. I hope you'll be mine. I hope you'll be mine. Ooh, I hope you'll be mine. I don't care if I only see you on Zoom. I don't care if you're not across the room. All I want is a glimpse of your face. I will still love you even if you're not at my place. I hope you'll be mine. 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 Be mine. How can we love when we're far apart? Well, at least we're connected, and that's a start. If you can't stand me during the tough times, when we do see each other, I hope you'll be mine. 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 I hope you'll be mine.
Nice job. Good
Uh,
work.
so yeah, my takeaway from that is, I hope you'll be mine. So
Yes.
that's gonna be my Valentine's Day like slogan. I think I'm gonna put it on T-shirts. I'm gonna put it on like hats and coffee mugs and all of that stuff. Yeah,
Well, he may have it copyrighted. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna make
All right.
maybe Jujitsu Squirrel would have a rap about that too.
Oh, I bet he would.
Yeah, so Jujitsu Squirrel will accompany with his fingers, of course.
Of course.
I hope you be mine. I hope you be true. I hope you like me like I like you. Please come here in this virus. Hey, they will not hire us. Hire us? That sounds just like virus. Why did I say that? I don't know. That's it. That's right.
Very
Jujitsu
nice.
Squirrel out.
Jujitsu Squirrel is good. He knows what he's doing.
Jujitsu Squirrel tries, You gotta try.
And I would say he succeeds. I really would.
So yeah, cool. So yeah, definitely thanks to James Zipadelli for sending us that song.
Oh,
So
we have a visitor.
oh,
You're on live TV right now.
hi
Would you
there.
like to introduce our next performer?
Viv.
Up next, Dewana McCrary.
Hi, I'm Dewana McCary from Birmingham, Alabama. I grew up in Meridian, Mississippi, where food and culture and everything is so important. I want to share a story about my grandma. My grandma died when she was 98 years old. She was amazing. Her favorite quote was, "Your name will go a lot further than your face will ever be seen." Well, my grandma growing up in Mississippi, she liked to deer hunt. And at age 89, she killed her first deer with a muzzleloader. At age 94, she killed her second deer with a shotgun. And as she lay transitioning to heaven, I sat, I held her hand, I prayed with her, I sang songs with her. And then I noticed something really cool. We have the same kind of thumbs. It was great. So, I was at the funeral in Meridian, Mississippi, and what you need to understand, it's a rural southern culture. And there was a life-size cardboard cutout of my grandma in her fatigues with her shotgun and her first deer that she had killed right by the casket. Can you believe that? Well, I asked my grandma when she was transitioning, would she please be my guardian angel? You will never, ever believe what happened. On the way home, it's about 2.5 hours from Meridian to Birmingham, on the I-20, right by a state park exit, a deer came out and landed in my windshield. I didn't get anxious, I didn't get upset, I just kept driving. And my friend that was with me said, "You might want to pull over." I pulled over and I went, "Really, Grandma? Could you have given me a little less direct sign that you were going to be with me?" So as the days of this virus are here, please know the spirit of our ancestors are with us. They hear us, they see us, and they know us. Just listen, be aware, and know. So I'd like to sing a little song for you. I make these up in the moment. They're called spirit songs. I'm with you now, don't you know that it's true? The days are scary and we are blue, but know the spirits of your grandmothers, grandfathers too, are watching over you. I pray safety and love and joy in the moment for each of you.
Heather, hi.
That was really nice.
Yes.
We need that
yes.
sentiment.
We totally do. For sure, for
We
sure.
all use that. Yeah.
So before we go to the next performer, I wanted to. What did I want to do? So one thing I should note is that I don't do a very good job at multitasking. So I was trying to type while talking. So that didn't work very well. Why don't you tell the group who's watching how you actually got here? Like how did you find the link to be on this show?
Oh, well, it is an amazing story, actually. I had Facebook on my computer, and I looked at it one day, and there was the improv place asking for people to submit if they wanted to be in this show. And I said, yes, of course I want to do that. So I submitted a video. Yeah. But I guess there is a little bit more to the story because I had a video that I was interested in having in a show or something. I don't know. I didn't know what to do with it. I just wanted to get it out in the world. So it kind of came about in a serendipitous way that here's a venue all of a sudden for this thing that I did. So I thought it was a great idea too, to have this open show for everybody and everyone's voice and everyone's act and whatever they want to get out in the world. So nice job, Jermaine.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks. Nice job, you, Heather. I'm not going to call you someone else's name this time. So who do we have up next?
All right. I believe this is our last act of the night.
Oh my gosh. So dramatic. So dramatic.
Drew Davis to wrap up.
He's going to rap?
Well, to wrap up the show. I don't actually know what the act is going to be. I'll be surprised.
Awesome. Well, here we go. Cool. Drew Davis.
Today I'm going to tell you about the day that I became a father. I imagine you're expecting that it started in a hospital, which technically it did, but that's not the moment I'm talking about. I'm talking about the moment when I most felt like a father. You see, in the hospital, what happened is that the nurse handed me a California raisin with like a Nerf football shaped head, and I stared at her and she was perfect and beautiful, but there was no magic. There was no immediate feeling of being a parent or being in love. I just saw this squirmy, squishy, purple thing in my arms. And once I had that California raisin, I learned 3 very important things. Number 1, your primary job as dad is to support mom. Now, I am open to all varieties of relationships, no matter what gender role or responsibilities that you take. At the end of the day, whomever gave birth to this child has a different connection with the baby, has a different level of responsibility. And it is your job as the partner, as the other, to just get the fuck out of the way. So if you can make her laugh, or him, you can make her smile, you can make her feel beautiful. That counts for a whole lot more than you getting 15 minutes of skin-on-skin time with the baby. Number 2, I learned that babies are interesting evolutionarily. See, we have these big fucking heads with big brains in them, and that is what allows us to be at the very top of the food chain and as socially dynamic as we are. The problem is we have evolved to a point where our brains are so big that if they were big enough that we could defend ourselves when we came out of the womb, like most mammals, we would kill the mother every single time. So as a result, babies are actually born a couple of months before they're fully baked, so to speak. And the way that evolution has solved for that has given us one singular defense when we are an infant: a baby's scream. Now, I know you've all heard babies cry on planes. We've all seen the movie Dumb and Dumber. That is not the sound that I'm referring to. It is this rattling, desperate, I fear for my life cry that only exists for the first 3 or 4 months of life. And it is harrowing to hear as a parent, as a bystander, as anybody, because what it is actually supposed to do is trigger your nervous system and grab you by the spine and make you panic to make sure that the baby doesn't die. Now, unfortunately, that was probably created back when babies were like living outside and when tigers could steal them, which is different now than when the baby cries in a bassinet wrapped in 78 blankets wearing cute little hats. But the mechanism is the same. The trigger is the same. And the fear as a parent is the same. The third thing I learned is that when you become a new parent, it is unbelievably easy to completely lose your sense of self. And that's true for the mother and the father. You're both so amped up and just trying to keep this baby alive, to do the right things, whatever that is, however you want to define that, but constantly anxious about doing it. So you check those checklists, you run all those errands, you clean the bottles, you feed the baby, you change the baby, you change the blankets, you wash the sheets over and over and over and over again. We learn one more thing about being new parents, which is that small baby children don't really sleep a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean like 90 minutes is a long time to sleep for a baby. And as you might have noticed in your adult life, we tend to sleep for more than 90 minutes at a shot, which means that adults sleep like garbage when they have a new baby at home. And we discovered very early on that it was no bueno to have all three of us get a horrible night's sleep over and over and over again. We were just feeling fatigued and exhausted and tired. So what we did instead is that we would trade off. One person would be with Saxon all night long and go through 4 or 5 cycles, which is what we called wake the baby, feed the baby, change the baby, snuggle the baby, baby goes back to sleep. And then around 5 or 6 in the morning, you would tag out with your partner, you would go through the day, and then the opposite person would take the following night. It was amazing how much even the promise of good sleep coming on the horizon changed your ability to navigate those really tough late nights. And I want to be clear, Saxon was a great baby. She was relatively easy. But on this one particular night, she was losing her shit. And I mean that rattly, desperate cry for hours and hours and hours. It was the kind of thing where you check your watch expecting to see that 7 or 8 hours have gone by and 42 minutes have passed. And all this time, my nervous system is like knocking in the back of my head, like, she's dying. Why aren't you doing anything? I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying my hardest. I want to save her life, but I don't know what to do because she's not, I don't, like, what is it, the diaper? Is it the blanket? Do I need to feed her? Like, what can I do? And the answer was nothing. Nothing I tried was accomplishing anything. And so finally, in a state of total desperation, I just wedged her down into a boppy, which is like a 3/4 shaped, or excuse me, it's a 3/4 donut shaped pillow, and it's meant to hold babies up. And so I wedge her in there and I just take a step back, just to have a break from the screaming by my ear. And I just look at her and I go, sweet baby, my pretty little lady. Do you think maybe, baby, we could stop all of this crying lately? See, your daddy hasn't slept in or stepped into the sunshine, so he's left thin. I'm worried about these tears rolling down your cheeks on your wet chin. You see, Dad, he read all the books and he checked the checklist, but at this point, Dad's not going to make it to breakfast. So maybe, baby, we can let those eyelids get heavy, and we'll try again tomorrow when you're feeling more steady. And when I said steady, she stopped. And she looked at me. So I bent down and I scooped her up and I put her right here. It was like a puzzle piece of her just laying on my shoulder for the first time. And I just remember slowly walking back and forth. And I just talked to her. And eventually she fell asleep. And I didn't stop moving because I was pretty sure that if she woke up again, I might go insane. But as I rocked, and she continued to sleep, I realized that for the first time since she had been born, I actually started to feel like myself. And in that moment, I actually felt like a dad.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Close your big bloodshot eyes. Okay, I give up. That was pretty cool.
I appreciate
pretty
anything parent related. As you know from my spontaneous co-host, I'm
Yes, we know. So yeah, that was very interesting, very interesting indeed.
yeah, that was a
touching
great story.
Nice little poem in the middle as well. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
very sweet.
Yeah.
And very sweet and very true.
Oh, okay.
Truth in there.
Yeah, totally. Thanks, Drew, for that. Like we mentioned earlier, if you want to sign up to do this, you can do this too. You can. You! Wait, where's my camera? You! All you have to do is go to theimprovplace.org/voices. That's theimprovplace.org/voices, and you can sign up, and you can be on the next show, which will be next week. Yeah. So this has been pretty fun. Pretty fun, Heather. What do you
I think so. A lot of great acts.
Yeah, lots of good acts. And I look forward to having even more great acts in the future.
They're out there.
They are definitely out there for sure.
For sure. America's
Yeah,
filled with talent.
for sure. Yeah, but we can't say America's Got Talent because there's a copyright on that. But
No, it was
America,
not to say that.
exactly. America
And
is
then it's
filled with talent.
It's filled with talent. And then as soon as I said it, I thought, well, it's not just America. I mean, the whole world, right?
Exactly. The entire world is filled with talent. And so
Yeah.
I challenge people who are not in the US, like this was across the US, but I challenge people who are not in the US to actually sign up and show us some of your creativity, right?
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. So, Heather, I was thinking you can help me with something. I'm going to do a spontaneous, improvised poem because
Okay.
I was moved by Drew, and I was like, I want to do that too, but I want to improvise it. So,
All right.
I'm going to do an improvised poem. And this is not Jujitsu Squirrel. This is Jermaine doing an improv poem. So I just need you to give me 2 words. One is a color, and the second is any word you can think of.
All right. I'll look around here. Yellow wrapping paper.
Yellow wrapping paper. Okay. Paper is yellow as the sun. I've been in love with you since time begun. I use you to wrap my gifts. Things, things, things that I give. Paper, so yellow and so new. Whatever will I do with you? Will I give you to a friend? Will I give you to an enemy? Will I give you to something in the middle, like a frenemy? I'm not sure, but I must say this. You're my favorite to wrap all my gifts. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Nice.
I don't have an applause track here, so we have to bring our own.
Real. Not canned. Real applause. Very
It's real.
good.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the mom very good. That was so good. That was so good. I'm gonna put this D on my refrigerator because this is the best grade ever.
Well, I mean, not that wouldn't happen, but I did like the poem. I did. It was sweet. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Thanks, Heather. I appreciate your honesty. Question mark. Anyways.
I am not a good liar. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm not. I don't really lie. So you can tell.
Awesome, great. Me neither. So, anyways, that's our show. Thanks everybody for coming out, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Wonderful. Yeah. Thanks for that extra wonderful because the extra one is what makes it good, right?
Yeah, that was the one that drives it home. So
that drives it home. That's right.
Yeah.
And since we can't really go out and drive right now, we can just drive it home on the improv stuff. Yeah, 10 and
not like that.
2.
Going all over the road.
So 10 and 17. Where's the Oh, okay. You're cruising. Next show we'll do a rap show where Heather does an improvised rap for us.
That ought to be interesting.
That will be
very
interesting.
Then you'll be saying, "Good job,
Good
Yay.
job. Good job.
nice effort."
We're gonna we're gonna cut a tape and put it on the refrigerator. Well, thanks again, Heather. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and have a great night. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.